Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams that came into the NFL together back in 1976. The Seahawks and Bucs are underway. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Hey, Alabama.
First play, first pass for Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They will run for the first time here with White. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. And let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Geno now to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. So 8 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Here we go. Drop 50.
On 4th down, Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Hey, goal 66.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, check it. Rip. Hey, check it.
Throwing now is Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucks a 7-0 lead. The Bucks ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now Geno on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
Come on, come on.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
Ready up. Hey,
here we go on 4th. Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Succop. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Ready?
They are going for it. It's Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
A stop made defensively by Mike Edwards.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
This is the tight end fan. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Now Smith.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So after the INT, it's Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Sugar.
Back to throw here. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. On third down, a run from White. And some room to roam now. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing is Smith. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Smith on 3rd down.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Geno. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They snap it to Smith. The quick slant caught.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Bronco switch.
They'll sneak it with Smith. And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On first down, Smith. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
18 Rattler.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
To the air again, Smith. And this one's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. It's caught at the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Let's go.
Walker is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Again, Walker.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken from about the 12. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Looking for White on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Let's go. No, 66.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. This is caught by Evans.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. He's got White here.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Brady now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Open man has got one. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. Brady now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Come on.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check, Panther. No.
Out of the gun, Smith. Slide, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Let's go now.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
That good for 22 and a first down. Again, it's Penny. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. Running right through him. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 5. That one good for 37 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick it. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
19 Tigers. Cardinal. Reload.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And Walker once more.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Myers' kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Fielded right around the 8.
And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10.
Alabama. Check it. Hey, taking these checks. 72.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And the ball is knocked out, and that will write a finish to this ball game.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Get it! Ready!
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A big play there on the first play of the game. 46 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins
from 8 yards out.
And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go now. Go.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Throwing now is Geno. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. On 4th down, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run with Sanders.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Geno. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, and no chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
3rd and long, it's Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome.
Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Dalton sets up play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Dalton. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
17 there and a New Orleans first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Let's get this thing started, baby.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Kamara. Gets around him. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Passing, it's Dalton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Play action here with Dalton. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Ready, break!
After the interception, here's Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's got room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Ready, set.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken from about the 12. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Now it's Smith. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Smith. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here we go. Mustang 19.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Smith now to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Let's go.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert, and the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the in.
And now off to the races down the right side. He's at the 30, 10. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 90 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Throwing, Dalton. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go. 368.
Here's Dalton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From just shy of midfield, Smith. And he's got the speedster Goodwin.
And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Come on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick.
And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Walker now at 1st and 10.
And he's got some space here.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Pulls it in at the 13.
There goes Mark Ingram. 30. 10. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Goodwin. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, Smith. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They are going for it. It's Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Ready! Wrap all 80! Ready!
Now Gino on 1st down. Left side complete to Lockett. And they're going to get this up to midfield. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Ready, ready.
Straight ahead, Walker. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
On the tackle
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Geno now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey,
there he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 68 yards.
And the Seahawks have retaken a third-quarter lead.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, Saints 14.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
368.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Watch this. 2-2. Move.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 9, Dalton.
There's Chris Olave.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Guys up.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. He will push his way down to about the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. So Dalton now. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Big fourth down here. It's Dalton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jarvis Landry from 17 yards out. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Well, partner, this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he certainly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
Boy, he did. I guess they say all's well that ends well. It's not over yet, but you're right. He picked a good time for that first touchdown pass.
Exactly right. Not over yet. The defense is going to have to make it hold up.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He'll look to throw.
Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here.
They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Hold it ready. 60
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down.
That completes it again to Metcalf. Have the conversion on 4th down. He's out of bounds as well to keep their hopes alive.
Okay, ready?
Now it's Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Jordan in there to make the sack on what would be the final. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25.
Singletary to get the drive started. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9. Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morris. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Throw left side complete. That's Morris. And some room to maneuver.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Allen off the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. He'll buy some time right. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Come on, come on. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Okay, break. 19, 18. Cougar 19.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now Smith. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to, and if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On the set.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ready, break. Smash, smash. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go, here we go.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
Throwing is Smith. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Ready, ready.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Hook up a 15 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Smith keeps it on the sneak.
Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
Here we go, strike.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Roll.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
On the give, it's Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air, Allen.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Dancing to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they wind up getting 13 there on fourth down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the Raiders. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
10. 43 rail. Yellow.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Slide blue. Hey, blue.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. Here's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Steel, black. Red, yellow.
Tua now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Come on, set.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A shotgun snap for Smith. Going right back to Fant. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Smith.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. From the red zone now, Smith.
Down inside the 10.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air again, Smith. Flushed out right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Okay.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Let's go.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Tua on target over the middle to Hill.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Making the catch, the running back Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
97.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Tua, fast pass outside complete. Touchdown!
Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On first down, it's Smith. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Throwing now is Geno.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Down inside the 10.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Walker.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Second and goal from the 1.
60 by 6.
Again, Walker.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Tua now on first down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down. Looking to pass. Tua.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
On the ready.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Smith. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Geno on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw once more on second and 10. Smith. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Here we go. Set. Viking 18. Cougar 19. Set. Panther.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Hey, check it.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Walker now on first and 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now Myers for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go now. Drill, 52.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Strike it. Strike it.
On second down, Mostert.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Let's go now.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And some room to work. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On first down, Smith. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And, boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the fourth, and now they're going to try an onside kick. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Completion good for 14 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
43 rail. Ready.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. Steps away. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Tagovailoa escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. He'll get this to his tight end Gesicki, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Play fake. Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Rolling to his right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Bridgewater will try and throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Okay, break.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Dolphins will use. Disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Second and 11. Straight ahead, Walker. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.